Hello friends and welcome back. It's Friday, October 10th, and I am so thrilled to be back here with you because today I'm going to show you how to create a fun little shaker card. This is a little Christmas card that is so cute, right? Look at that. Okay, let's do this one, and I did that one just to show you because I'm completely obsessed between the modern Christmas designer series paper and the traditions of Christmas designer series paper. I love them both, and so I know I've been showing them back and forth with different projects the last few weeks, but hello, I love them, and yes, I'll eventually move on but until then, you're just gonna have to bear with me. So that's what we're going to be learning how to do today. They're super simple, but who don't love a shaker card? They make great for the holidays. They make really great for like happy birthdays or anniversaries. So you'll see just how simple it is that you can do it, create your own. And even if you don't have these particular supplies as far as shapes and things goes, you can still like think outside the box and even do something with a circle or a square or, you know, your basic shapes. Before I move further though today and we roll straight into getting all of our fun tutorial going, I wanted to show you this month's losing my words, I apologize, let me slow down, okay? It's Friday. So I've got my card class that I have recently started that's online, and so with that you have your YouTube tutorials step by step while you walk through it with me, but you also get a PDF tutorial and all the supplies that you need to create it in the mail. So yeah, how cool is that? But with that, you do have to, however, have the stamp or the ink that I am focusing on spotlighting for the month. So this month in my October card class for to go, mind you, is going to be this Love and Encouraging. It's revolved around this particular stamp set. And here are the cards that we will be doing in this month's tutorial. Here is one. Here's one. Whoops, hang on. Getting ahead of myself. That's going to be one. And this one's going to be one. And that one's going to be one. So yeah, you'll get all the supplies that you need to create these cards. Now again, it won't have your inks or your stamp set, but you can get in on that and I can share all the details with you. So make sure that you reach out, go into my descriptions. You can find information to email me, hop over to my blog where you will find all the details on how you can get your kit to go straight delivered to you at your door. How awesome is that? And every month at the end of the month, everything will roll out. I'll be putting the packets in the mail at the end of the month. On the last Monday of the month is when you will get your email that will have your PDF where you can print all the things out there, and you'll have the video to follow along with me, and then you just wait for the snail mail to have your kit right to your door. So anyway, I just wanted to share that with you because I don't want you to miss out on that fun, and you may see the video come up and want to know, I would really like to get in on that. And so search out them details so that you too can come along and create with me. It's super fun. All right, let's get this going. Okay, let me straighten this out just a little bit. So I'm going to leave the camera out just zoomed up for a minute because as you can see, when we're creating these, we have to have our shape cut out. So I have my Stampin' Cut machine over here so that we can cut out our little pieces and create away. So see how cute that is? I love it. Simple, simple, simple. Okay, let me get everything. Supplies, I'm using the foam adhesive strips here because they're easy to work around my shapes with. I don't need the ink pen. I'm also using these little dies here, and they are from the Ornamental Christmas die set. So that's where these come out from. And then we have our basic pieces of cardstock that we need. And of course you got your base, which is a 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. My next layer I have here will be the cherry cobbler piece that's 5 1/4 by 4. Then we have my designer series paper, which is 5 3 3/4. And I have a piece of a window sheet here, transparency paper, whatever. You'll need a little piece of it because you got to hold all your sequins in. And then I have my sequins over here. And outside of I got the black and white and gold baker's twine. That's pretty much all you need. And of course I do have some scraps of the gold and specialty paper, so that way I can create the topper and my joy. So now let's get started. Basic few steps here. You got your piece of your base here, so you can go ahead and attach this piece onto the front of your card, just like so. So this right here is, again, the cherry cobbler. And so I have done it both ways. I have laid it flat and I have put dimensions on this piece. I kind of feel like I like leaving it flat on the top because the next layer that's going on is all about the dimensions, because we're making a shaker card. So just to know, either way is fine. It works great both ways. So I'm going to go ahead and take that and move it out of the way so that I can move this in for you real fast. Okay, so take your plates. I know I need to replace mine. They're super worn. And then you're going to lay your piece here, your designer paper, on the center. And then I'm taking the ornament that I have, and I'm just going to place it in the center of the designer series paper. Okay, let's go ahead and roll him through real fast. I'll just let it go all the way through. Sometimes I'll just roll it back to me, but I'll just send it all the way through. Now before I put this up, let's go ahead and move this out of the side, out of the way, because I want to cut out I want to cut out the little topper to my ornament and the joy. Now note, for the joy, it did not come in the same die set. It's actually in a completely different one from the Jolly Holly dies. So there's two separate die sets that I'm using on this, but it's because I wanted to have the words cut out for me. Now you can do the words two ways as well. So you can cut it out like I'm doing here with the specialty paper, or you can stamp the joy and then cut it out, where that way you have it in whichever color that you choose to use at the time. So here we go. I love that. And then here's our little ornament topper. So now that we got that done, we can go ahead and move this out of the way. Looky here, and let's move the camera down. So we have, get my chair. Now we're ready to assemble. So get your piece and lay it back in front of you. Now, before you attach this piece, you're just going to lay it on top of the front of the card, because you're going to take the piece that you just cut out and you're going to center it back in here. Now you can do this a couple of ways, because you can keep it this way because it's going to be up with the dimensions and it kind of just offsets. You can flip it over and use this same piece for your back side. I did cut out another piece from this same paper because I was really wanting to tie the cobbler in together, the cherry color. So I'm going to go with this one. Now get your adhesive and go ahead and attach the ornament inside of the card. Just make sure that this is where you want it, and then you just lay it down right here. So now go ahead and lift this up. Surely it'll be fine, right? Just want to kind of have him in the right center. Okay, now take your foam adhesive strips. I love these because they are they're bendable and they're easy to work with. You may have to trim them a little bit, but then go around the outer edge of your design here, just like so. And because it's two-sided, it'll stick down. Now I'm going to trim it as I work myself around. It's okay if that already comes off. And then I just start and work myself around the ornament, just like so. And then I'm going to do the other side. Isn't this great? I love this. It's easy to work with. It's coming off for me. Looky there. And now this side is a little more forgiving. I just kind of basically go into the curve here with it. And then I'll just need another little piece right here on this other side. As long as they butt up, because you don't want none of your sequins or beads or whatever that you put in there for you to have the shaker, you don't want none of that to come out. I actually feel like that might be a little too short on that side. So I'm going to take another piece and try one more time. Let's see. Yeah. So basically that's what we got in the middle, like that, by moving the card around. Okay, so I have a couple of different ones. I have the gold shaker stars, which that's what I have been using for the last couple of cards. Isn't them pretty? But I also have a little bit of these itty bitty bokeh mix. But I wanted to use these a little, just a handful of them, because I thought it might, I'm just going to do a pinch of it. I don't know, it might be too much, it might not be enough, because I have a hard time putting just the right amount of shaker. I don't know if you've made cards and you've done the same thing, but I either don't put enough shaker stuff in the middle of it, or I have way too much. So we're going to see what happens here with the two of them. See, I feel like it ain't enough. What do you think? I just keep adding. All right, I'm gonna do one more pinch and we're good. Whether it's a little or a lot, it's gonna be okay. All right. It's kind of like baking, just a pinch of this and a pinch of that. And then oh wait. So we're gonna now, before we put this on, can't put that on yet. You're gonna want to add your window sheet. Now, another fun note is if you get stamp sets that have that are attached to these little sheets, put your stamp sets on the stamp case and then reutilize your window sheet here. Now I've got I think glue or something on this one, so hopefully it don't show up in my card. Let me try to wipe some of that off, because I was going to use this window sheet, but not if it's going to be seen. Okay, so just this one, just measure out whatever shape you have, and then take your regular dimensionals, and then you want to go over all 4 of the corners, just like so. And I also come back and I add a little bit right here in the center. Because we're making the shaker card, you don't want it to be, you want it to be a little firm is the word I'm looking for, so that way the paper doesn't just push through. So now take your topper and add it in. Now the best way I do this is I center it with the cardstock layer that's underneath. If I can get it on here. Okay, kind of having trouble matching this up. Did I not Probably because I'm live. What do y'all think? Okay, here we go. We're gonna make it work. Take you some multi-purpose glue to add the topper. Just like so. And then the next thing I do is add my words, or whatever you want to the outside of your card. So I'm going to add a little bit of glue here and just stick him right on. I've kind of been playing with each of these a little different just to make them all tap it on there. So see, oh my gosh, cute, cute, cute. Okay, then all you do is fold it. I guess I should have folded it in half already, but you press it down. Now that I didn't fold it in half before I made the card. And the last thing is to take you some beautiful ribbon and tie you a little quick bow, add it to the top with a glue dot, and ta-da! You are done with this. Thank you for watching today. I hope you enjoyed this little quick tutorial and that you're inspired to go make your very own. Comment below what you think. Tell me where you're from. I always love chatting with everybody to see what neck of the woods you're coming around the bend from. And yeah, make sure that you subscribe. Oh my goodness, y'all, let it dry. Sorry about that. Okay, leave it alone until it dries. But anyway, make sure that you subscribe, leave a comment, ring that bell so you never miss a video. And here we go with our cards that I did today. So you have that one, and then you have that one. Whoops, do I got it upside down? Sorry. There you go. How cool and exciting is that, right? So easy, so fun. And you definitely can make someone smile when they open up your card. So anyway, I will be posting all the things on my blog, so make sure that you hop on over there later if you need some better measurements and see what else is going on that's new. And you have a beautiful weekend, and I will be back here next week, October 17th of 2025. Take care.